welcome to episode 5, season 2 of Sorry You're Not.
Episode 5.
Episode 5?
Oh my god.
We
already done more episodes than that first one.
No. No.
Isn't it funny how it was that you do the intro?
Yeah.
I just stepped back on that.
Feel free to chime in at any time.
No. I think you've got it. That's why I let you have it. I think it's like really nice and uniform.
I don't know.
I think if I went, it would be like, see, this is episode 5? Is that episode 5?
Where are we? What time
You just knew that. You didn't even double check.
Or did we?
Even if I knew and I double checked, I'd probably still live on air, double check again.
So today...
Wow, you're really bad at conversations.
I'm so sorry.
You're not.
I'm so sorry. Today we're talking about the myth of work-life balance.
Or what is it?
I mean, too long, didn't read. Yes.
Well, no, I think you get work-life balance.
Do you?
Yeah, that's what we're here to discuss. Do you not think you have work-life balance?
I think some people can.
Why are you freelance?
Yeah.
Sorry, I love doing that because that's what everyone thinks, that you just don't work.
No.
Everyone thinks that your work-life balance is no work and just life. And then sometimes you're like, I sent an email. I need an email though.
So I am self-employed.
Mm.
I started my own business for the work-life balance.
Selling.
You know, trying to get that mental health off the cliffs. And I don't think I've ever had work-life balance. And I don't think that's typical.
Is that a you problem?
Yes. Yes.
Is that a you issue? Because people who typically aren't neurodivergent are probably better at organising.
And they have less stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So I work probably 40 to 50 hours a week.
Yeah.
I have...
Say a lot than that, but yeah.
No, not now. Not in the moment.
Okay.
When my health hasn't been brilliant, I've cut back.
Sure. All right, you've cut back.
I've cut back. And so I work 40 to 50 hours a week.
Uh-huh.
And I have a podcast.
Uh-huh.
The novel is coming back on the agenda, so I pick it up. And
Lenny's writing a book.
I'm writing a novel.
I love how you say it differently. Like, you say it's a novel, I say it's a book.
I don't know.
I just say novel, is it because you don't like saying book?
No, it's because a book is vague.
So it's a novel.
No, a novel is a story.
Not to me.
Okay, so a novel is a story.
Well, I know what it means. I'm just saying, if you told me you write a novel, you write a book.
So a book could be true.
Uh-huh.
Whereas novels tend to be stories.
Anyway, this is a need to be.
I mean, like, as in, like,
Cool.
fiction.
Story. yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, you're right. You're writing a fiction.
Yeah, I'm writing a fiction. I'm writing a book.
Non-fiction. Oh, why am I being dumb right now? Non-fiction is fact.
Yeah.
You're writing fiction.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like...
Sorry, I don't know why that took me a
I
minute.
was like, could it be true? It's set in an alternative reality. It could be true.
Wow. Nice spoilers for you.
Wow.
No spoilers here.
And
I love an alternative reality.
I'm trying to exercise.
Stunning.
I'm trying to...
Lily says this in the loose terms because she actually also frequently exercises.
I don't...
Unlike many of us.
I don't...
Your level of...
It's not frequent.
You frequently exercise. You're not consistent with the same kind of exercise.
Yeah.
You kind of go all over the place. Whereas, like, a lot of people are like runners. You know
I've
what I mean?
cancelled gymnastics now.
Aww.
Yeah.
You lost a glow.
A little bit. I did, like, lose it a little bit once I was committed.
Okay.
But also, so the trainer that I had...
For the blue hat.
No.
Sorry.
Why would they do that?
Why? It's because you were talking recently about feeling it, and I was like, oh my god. You told me you felt fat before, so then I was like, is it because the
you
gymnastics
think so?
said it was when you quit? Anyway, it's just, I don't think you look bad. I think you actually look really nice there.
I quit gymnastics because when I joined, so 2 or 3 reasons. When I joined, it was the summer holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So they had 4 p.m. classes.
Stunning.
Didn't realise that wasn't always the case.
Wow. What's the classes?
Like 7 and 9 p.m. They've got 9 a.m, midday, and then 7 and 9 p.m.
What a weird time.
It's just a bit too late for me
Yeah.
for a start. Because, like, by 7 p.m, I'm like, done.
Yeah. So whose kids are in by 7
Dinner.
p.m.?
And
You don't have children, but I'm just thinking, I used to do gymnastics. I'm like, what class would I get? It would probably be the 12 p.m. one.
yeah. But I can't do that because I've got client work. Like, you know.
Work.
But anyway,
Work.
so I didn't realise that the 4 p.m. classes were going to be gone.
Yeah.
And then I found on a Thursday they did a 6 p.m. class.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
So you're going to swap, yeah.
Still not ideal, but I'm going to swap to that. And then the trainer that was there when I started my first 3 classes, 4 classes, she was finishing.
I don't know.
And they didn't have a new trainer for a couple of weeks. So they kept cancelling that 6 p.m. class.
Right.
And it would be at like 4:30. And they'd be like, oh, we've got space on the 7 or 9.
9.
And I'd be like, no. And they only run classes Monday to Friday. Weekends are exclusively children.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm quite late in the week, if I can't do that Thursday now,
Yeah, there's no other...
and there's no evening classes on a Friday, that's a whole week now that I've missed a class.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
And
So so you...
And although the classes were like, oh, you know, you can still take it whenever, I could do it whenever during the month. So I could have done another week where I did 2 or 3 classes to make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it was hard enough finding one class that I could make it to.
But did you get a refund for cancelling?
No.
Did you pay up for that?
You pay monthly.
Oh, okay.
It's a month of contract. But
That's fine.
it's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's sad though.
Yeah, it is a bit sad. But it's okay. I'm just going to...
It's that work-life balance, man.
I'm trying to have some balance.
But there's no balance. Weirdly for me, I think, with work-life balance, I think I've got it currently, and that's because Nora's now at nursery full-time, and...
You work 3 days a week.
And I work 3 days a week, but I'm supposed to increase. I'm not going to. But I'm supposed to increase, and I think if I increase, then that's gone. Because even my shift work, okay, like a morning shift is 7 till 3. That's me. I'm up at like 6. Then I'm coming back, picking up Nora. Then Nora's in bed like 7, 8. Oh, I'm shattered. I'm like, okay, I want to go to sleep. And then on my days off, I have a weird, like, I either have to clean or I have like a weird hyper focus where I'm like...
Are they making scotchies?
Yeah. Well, yesterday it was cleaning the bathroom. I saw a new thing about how you could put something down the drain and then you could like scribble all the hair up from the sink. So I did that. It was very satisfying. Gross, but satisfying. It was funny seeing all my different hair colours. Because I also don't ever put hair down the sink, ever. It's only if it's like if I wash my hair and it like falls out. Most of the time if I go like that, I'm going to stick it to the wall.
Lovely.
And then I take it off at the end, obviously. I'm like... And then I take it and I throw it in the bin. Because I don't want to block the drain.
Yeah.
Like a nutter. And Sahil comes in like... You're like, oh. Nah, there's a human down the drain. Anyway, so that was really bad off the... But I don't have... I think I have work-life balance currently because I'm part-time. But I have the luxury, I'm very privileged to be able to be part-time currently and afford it because Sahil substitutes, like... Sahil
Substitutes?
he does not substitute my income. He subsidises my income. So then, like, we've got that, like, privilege. But not everyone in a very expensive time in UK history. Did you see, off topic completely, our birth rate has gone down by, it's now below 17%. We're like the lowest in, like,
Yes.
the wealthiest countries in the world. Germany's up 5%, which is crazy. Because of what they've been capped recently.
What have you been getting up to recently?
They're just really anti-us.
It's in Germany.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll show you the videos later.
Although,
But I need to get into this on the podcast.
but
like,
Germany's massive, so like,
it's kind of everywhere. I've seen that. I've seen videos of all that.
yeah, but you haven't seen videos of every
Of not the people, by the way, the enforcement. So
Yeah,
the police officers,
but
not
look-
the people. The people are protesting.
But look at our government. If you were looking at governments, you would think,
Yeah. True. But our birth is still going up. People are looking at our government and going, fuck that, not going to happen. Apparently, people in Germany are not looking at their government going, fuck that, can't do that. They're like, maybe our child would bring light, which is what children should do. And what I think is burning. Anyway, very off topic. But yeah, so what...
do you know, I actually only realised this summer that, and it's really embarrassing, because it's something that I tell my clients all the time, but for myself, I have only realised this summer that full-time, my client capacity to work full-time is 3 days.
You know, that's funny because that's what you were telling me recently about, like, I can only do, like, this many full-time days and I need to have this time to do, like, admin or in-house stuff or whatever. And yeah, I've never heard you talk about that before.
Yeah.
Like, being able to be, like, actually say, like, what your limits are.
But it's because I've been undercharging. So I've had to work all the hours.
To make up for it.
Yeah.
Whereas now, for the most part, you're being paid what you deserve.
Well, I'm being paid what I ask.
Yeah.
So
Which are really good.
I have. Do you know what I am?
You deserve your pay.
Do you know what is like really wild? I'm dreadful. I'm so bad at like advertising myself
Yeah.
that I was going to maybe work with like a branding person or something who could like write me a CV, take up all of my experience, write it all out. Because I cannot tell you what I'm good at.
Right.
I find it really hard to, like that client interview I had, where they were like, so what value do you bring? I was like, fuck knows.
It's like me when people ask me what my hobbies are.
No, don't know. But
People tell me this is hard, I'm stumped.
when I'm in working with a client, they love me. Most of my clients work with me on repeat for years.
It's really sad though.
I'm just
It's sad that you just don't...
yeah,
People just scream for love.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, me too.
I think you're really cool.
Me too.
I think people... you didn't work with a branded person?
No,
Okay.
no, I just sort of sat down and had
Figured that out.
Yeah.
I just started advocating for myself, really. So I just did. I just sat down and you just thought, no, you do deserve your pay. Big too bad.
Well, I just thought, do you know what? It's the season to be paid properly.
It's the season to get what you earn. Also, I don't want to work with all these people. Makes a lot of sense. I'm glad you're advocating for yourself. But, again, because people don't advocate for themselves, like you are now, that exactly what happened to you before is you were working all these crazy hours, you went freelance, you started working for yourself for this reason, and then that's just messed up
Yeah.
everything because you weren't getting paid what you deserve.
And it took me an embarrassingly long time to realise.
Well, like, okay, so I've seen a lot, so I've hopped on LinkedIn, right? I love LinkedIn.
Is it? Are we holding in hand?
Look at my timeline. Oh, you can't see it now. That's embarrassing. Yeah, you can see it
Mine
there.
is just as bad.
From the watch.
Mine's
My watch is now that's under my bed, and I can't. We're using the plug socket to also charge Mora's tablet, so I just hadn't bothered to change it over. ADHD, affection distribution. I thought that's too much effort. I was going to be dead watch. But like, so I popped on LinkedIn just to look at the corporate jargon, and one, people are crazy. People who hop on LinkedIn are actually insane. Like some of the stuff they say, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So you're just saying that with your chest. That's nice. Derek. It's from HR. But then I've seen some stuff that's like talking about how some big companies are in uproar about the 4-day work week. And then some people are like, no, I think everyone deserves the 4-day work week. And I'm like, oh, that's funny. Hey, doctors and nurses, would you like a 4-day work week? Would that be nice? Hey, customer service people, retail workers, anyone, childcare, would you like a 4-day work week? Great. I'm sure we all would like a 4-day work week. They don't have work-life balance. Work-life balance is a luxury.
You feel kind of like...
Or for creatives. A luxury or for a creative. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like you know what I mean. It seemed like I went on a tangent and I lost you halfway. And you've come back to me and like, don't believe if I'm planning me. This part really needs to get trimmed. Like that's the game. Or moved. Well, it's I don't actually think that. I just say what you came back. You are
Absolutely not.
It's growing. It's a long boy. I do need to get my hair cut. I'm not going to come this week.
No, I totally agree with you. You know, we talk a lot about work-life balance, but we're talking about office workers that work 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And obviously...
Even childcare. The 15 and 3 hours and the 33 hours, whatever. If you're a child, the 15, we know that we can get it from 9 months. But I necessarily want to use it from 9 months, probably not. But even like when we were speaking in a previous episode about how like some people were still paying like £500-600 in childcare costs, even with the 3 hours because of that. And so it's like a luxury, right? To get a work-life balance, something has to give for this to be able to happen. Like, and there's not necessarily for parents either. I'm just talking about like in general terms. Like work-life balance, you have to be in a specific type of job, because even you said you could be a creative, but if you're getting underpaid, or if you don't know your value, or you're just a workaholic, you do you, babe. Whatever you feel like, something has to give for you to be able to get that work-life balance. You even have to have like a boss that gets it and wants it. Because it's funny, because the retail section that I work at the moment, they do condensed working. So it's like you're full-time. So you're doing 5 days a week, you do 4 days a week. So you do 39 hours in 4 days. But it's crazy because they put it in all of their advertising, like, come across.
Condensed hours.
You get condensed working. You get cards with tiny pay if you've been here working. You can get condensed working if it's not in busy periods and no one else is on holiday. That's not a huge change of your store, but you get it. It's on your contract. You get it. Yay! You get quality food. Only if it's within budget, and only if it's shared with everyone else and it's healthy. Which is, I think it's a pretty good thing because that's healthy food. But like, it's all these like recalls, but they're advertising it like.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. It's like even when they advertise for mental health stuff, right? It's probably the worst thing I've ever seen. It's like this.
Is it just someone saying you'll be right?
Well, it's like a therapy app, but it's not like you'll have like one appointment, you get like 3 sessions for free, and a lot of it is CBT anyway. But also, it's only if you've had certain things happen within the workplace that you get that.
Okay.
And
so it's not just like you're sad.
Yeah. Which they advertise it as, like, if you're feeling depressed or anxious or you're going through an emotional time, hit up here. And it's like you have a huge wellness facility, like online facility to use. And it's literally like, it's like web pages, some crosswords. I'm even kidding.
Crosswords.
And also they're like free dental care if you're above a 5F. Like it's like if you're like so I'm a 3F. So it's like 2 above me.
Okay, so like the best paid higher people.
Yeah. But they're like Yeah, you also get like access to private healthcare. If you have private, like it's like right at the bottom, like in a little star. So it's just wild. Like, but that's what I mean. So like, we have the condensed working, and it's supposed to be for your work-life balance, and you know we get more productivity from you. Blah, blah. But again, if it's a busy period, so through the Christmas period, through the whole of December, no one's allowed any holiday, and no one's allowed to work condensed hours. And it also means that you're probably not working condensed hours, and you probably do more hours because it's like so busy or whatever. And then if the Black Friday or same time things, it's the same. Like you do not, you can yawn, it's okay. No, it's like, if you're the same, you can already early. Get up to early, it's fine. Not all of us have ADHD medication keeping us going, okay? Oh, I need to call to get my ADHD medication. Anyway, yeah, like it's just that kind of fake bullshit-y pretending to live like, pretending to accommodate for the dream of work-life balance. Even, okay, post-COVID, all the remote working stuff. Now you've got like whole websites and stuff dedicated to remote working, all of this stuff. And then you find out that in the small print is you remote work 1 day a week. Yeah. Because they're like advertising for remote working, and people generally want people to come back to the offices.
Yeah.
And there's feedback, which I don't understand.
It'll be because there's someone who's done a lot of work in the serviced office space. It's because these leases are long. So companies sign leases for serviced offices or office space for like 10, 15 years.
Crazy.
Yeah. So they're paying
bastards
for office space, particularly in like big cities.
Yeah.
They're paying for office space that's barely being used. So it's an expense.
Yeah. And then obviously you have the whole local economy and blah, blah, blah. Local shops and coffee shops and blah.
For every, one person that is still working hard and productively from home, you will have a Gary that's taken the piss.
You have got that one bad apple. There's that one bad apple. But also that's like in the office as well, or in the work environment.
Well, also, when I used to work in house,
obvious.
I used to chat so much.
Yeah, I'd probably chat more at work than I would when I Zoom, because I would just go.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, I actually have a certain amount of things that tick off. Also, my washing's about to stop, so I'm kind of out.
And I would just fuck about in the office.
Yeah.
Oh, today I want tea. I'm on my 20th round of tea of the day, just so I can walk away from my desk.
The dream for me would be to get an office job that is remote. Go for a morning walk, take my laptop type situation. But yeah, if I'd be working, could not work because I'd be bored. But the amount of people live in London, that would get stolen straight away. Also, how a bad morning would get out, be in pajamas, someone would have a meeting all of a sudden, and 10 a.m. You're like, oh, no.
It's okay. You change your top.
Oh, I have seen that.
Today, I did my couple of hours client work in pajama bottoms and this jumper.
Fair enough.
Well, quite a lot.
I just got to work like that.
Usually I put on leggings.
To have a cute pace, it doesn't matter.
Because I'm I'm going to walk, I'm going to, in my work day. But this morning with the 8 a.m. meeting, I was like, I need to be cozy.
It's funny how much appearance has a thing about how serious people take you. So I've always said this at work, right? I've said you guys can to the men, right? You guys can just rock up here looking makeup free, living your best life, shaggy hair, doesn't matter. People will be man, power, If I don't wear makeup, if I looked even a smidge run down, people are where's the manager? Because she has no idea what she's doing. She doesn't know. She has no idea what she's doing. She's a child. She's a literal, how old are you? She's a literal child. Is there a man here? That's the vibe.
Is there a manager?
But I could also wear this outfit. But if I don't have my makeup and hair done, people are bag lady. And will not take me seriously. If I have my hair and makeup done, I don't know, maybe I'm just being ridiculous. Maybe it's all in my head. Maybe I just don't feel comfortable without makeup.
No one takes me seriously.
But people will be little child. Get out.
In my last long
So people take me seriously with and without makeup.
No, they don't.
I take you.
No,
I think it's your voice.
maybe all around people say,
I'm like, you sound like a child.
it's not that you look like a child, you sound like one. In my...
Maybe I'm like delicate. So everyone tells me this, by the way. Everyone who has only ever heard your voice or like seen your face, but like not spoken to you in person with me, they've always been like, "Oh, your voice is and your sister is very soft, very light, very posh, well spoken, not in your face posh. It's very delicate, light, wispy, like little angel baby whispering in our ears. You." Wispy.
Oh,
You sound like a fucking man. Smoke 25 cigarettes a day. And I'm like, wow, okay. Good.
tell me how you feel, though.
People compare us a lot. It does get to me.
You make sense.
Anyways, so tell me about if you want to take me seriously.
I just think I'm really young.
You're already young.
But like 10 years younger than I am.
You're already young.
Thanks, babe. Like my last client...
But I would say you look it.
I do not look 24.
Oh. If everyone got that, what lonely pages. Yeah, you do.
No,
Yeah, you absolutely do.
Don't.
I think I look 30 now.
Do you think you've hit 30?
Yeah, and they're like, wither away.
I did not look 24.
And, oh my god, I've started realising, yes you do, I've started realising without makeup, I have bags for hair. It's like I've been waiting for it to happen. Then it happened. All of a sudden I'm like, oh, you haven't had this thing.
So
Like, that's where I got up to.
I had bags and I was like 17, so...
But, no, you haven't. You've always, oh my god. You always look youthful. You always have looked youthful, and I feel like you always will look youthful. I feel like because so many people told me for my whole life that don't worry when you're 40, you're gonna love it because you look 20, because you look so young. I'm gonna get to 40 and I'm gonna look like a 50-year-old, 60-year-old, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, what happened to you?
Do you think there's
You were
gonna...
so youthful until just now."
So there's gonna come a time when my collagen just runs out?
Hard time. Mine's already started. My wrinkly hands. I do, to be fair, just need to moisturise. So I probably just feel, how do I get hands wrinkly? If you're not doing your joking.
Why?
I'm back, okay. That's why I just said I said I need to moisturise. No, yeah, aren't wrinkly at all. But then Mum's hands aren't wrinkly.
So I've got your
Mum's
hands.
not very wrinkly either.
No, she's not.
No.
You said not, Mum's not wrinkly.
Why did I say not very? She's not. She's got
And
she
then,
looks like she's 12.
and then you thought about it. And I'm like, hey Mum, Katie thinks you're wrinkly.
I no one takes you seriously. No one takes you seriously with or without makeup. So at least half of the time, some people like me.
So fine. People always like me.
No,
so,
people always like you. They just don't take you seriously.
just
People never like you, so take me seriously. I'm just a baby.
just a baby.
It is your soft-spoken voice.
And
Like,
my
you
face.
know your shit. And then some people will be like,
I think also my problem, gift curse, is I'm not convincing you of shit. So if we're in a meeting and I'm telling you the best way to do something and you're like, nah, we're going to do it this other way. I'm like, okay, babe, you do you.
oh, I see.
I'm not going to persuade you that I'm like the expert. You've either hired me or you haven't.
You have to get to that point where you realise I'm the expert and you fucked up.
Yeah.
I have a
what's
thing,
taking a long way
maybe
out?
it's because of the industry I'm in, but I have a thing of being like, I will shout at you until you know I'm like, get advice phone.
I don't really do that.
But I think, do you know, people don't take me seriously, most like colleagues of mine don't take me seriously in the terms of like, they know I know my stuff, but because I joke and laugh with everyone, I have this always, that people just think I'm just always like,
Chill.
I don't have the cares in the world. And then like most of the time, especially colleagues will pick up on me being like, if I'm now in a shit mood, something's gone wrong and we really need to get down into it. But even when at the most stressful times, I'm really like, don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Easy breezy, beautiful. Whereas a lot of my colleagues right now being like, and I'm like, this is new.
So
What's happened?
It's really interesting. I'm now on my second 3-month contract with this client,
Mm-hmm.
and I've come back.
And you walking around like,
Yeah, I've come back from holiday, and I'm like, I'm gonna be myself.
Chaos.
And so in the team meeting yesterday, well, first in the team meeting, I called out the CEO for yawning whilst I was talking.
Ooh, no, I like that.
Kind of accidentally, but...
No, it wasn't accidentally, was it? Has he done it before?
No, I don't know that I've noticed, but I was presenting.
Okay, so what was it? So you talk.
I was presenting, and like big arms over his head, and I was like...
I mean...
You right, Steve?
Is that what he did?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
And he was...
Love it.
Yeah. But I could not stop thinking about it. All evening I was like, was I rude? That was the CEO. Did I fuck up? Nah. And then, yes, I was like, okay. Oops. But also, so I went after...
Was it the CEO that said to you today that you look tired?
He asked me if I was tired.
That's payback. It's payback. When was the meeting yesterday?
2.
Okay, he was tired because he was up at 4 a.m. and was drinking.
Yeah. Basically, that's what he was saying. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I love piecing together things like that.
So yeah, I accidentally called out the CEO.
Hilarious, but also Queen Energy. Love it.
But also I went after the head of sales. So I'm like the head of marketing at the moment.
Yeah.
Their head of sales was presenting first the numbers, pictures that are out at the moment. And I went after him and I was like, well, you know, he's the fisherman if we're, you know, working together. I was like, and sales is, you know, the person literally putting the VOD out there. And it's my job as marketing to put a big, fat, juicy worm so people come to us.
It's disgusting.
But yeah, that was the...
Big, fat, juicy worm.
Listen,
Hanging out to bay.
and then I was like, so, you know, when it goes
Oh my god.
So then when you're fishing, you know...
You were acting it out.
Yeah.
What was the worm? I want to see the worm. Oh, I love it.
Some people
so
loved
much.
it, and some people was like, that's very visual.
What do you expect, Susan? What did you want from us?
And the CEO was like, maybe we use like a carrot in that.
What did you... Sorry, did you rather it be like... I don't understand what was wrong with you.
Sorry,
It's great.
is people still wanting to have
Also, sorry, you're the vegan. And all of these meat eaters are getting upset with you some meat allergy. You're going to be like, sorry, the soybean. What was it? Like,
Okay, honey.
there's a little humble bumblebee.
I'm just a bit of pollen.
But then global warming came.
And that was a butterfly instead.
That's the competition. Competition is global warming.
Do you know
Yeah, we've got like hardly any butterflies left. Yeah, I know. Saw that. Except when you go into London Zoo and you go into that butterfly instead of fucking flying your face. They're all in that town. London Zoo has taken it all. What do they do though?
They pollinate. They do the same job as bees. They just don't make any honey.
Oh, so you just don't care about them?
Well, I guess.
Because they don't make honey.
I guess.
Everyone's always been like, bees are the ones that
We need them for crops. We need butterflies. We need moths. We need bees.
We don't need moths.
We need
Don't
moths.
lie. Moths just come in and eat your clothes. That's what they do. And fly into your fucking base when you're on your phone in the dark.
Is it actual moths that eat your clothes?
Yeah.
Like actual moths?
Oh, yeah. Why would you leave it like that?
I just wasn't sure if it was like a different, special kind of moth.
But it's not a moth.
But like not all moths.
No, I think it is all moths. But to be fair, I've never had moths eat my clothes.
No, me neither.
So, I don't know.
I had a housemaid that used to like really have a big issue with it. All of her clothes just had like...
What's she doing with her clothes?
Oh no.
Sorry, this is... If you had a moth problem, it's not a you. It's not you, it's them. I'm sorry.
We lived in the same house.
So why does she have such a problem with moth laying? Nah, she won't with her.
I mean, she was very fancy though.
Was she just chewing her clothes?
Maybe.
Oh, what did she have? Did she have like cashmere and stuff?
Maybe.
Because doesn't cashmere just disintegrate?
I don't know. She was convinced it was moths. Anyway.
Well, I guess we'll find out. Shall we mess you after this? So you like sausages? I don't think you realised that I was watching.
I didn't eat my toast.
I wasn't chewing on them, and it was moths. Okay, it was. They were actually staying in my post because they liked them real juicy when they didn't want to get into your wardrobe. So the moths found you a lot. Okay, they liked me. I can see it happening.
So yeah, I've really come back ready to be myself.
I'm really happy about that. I wonder how that's going to convey to a work life. Because that was the point of this episode.
Do you know?
So anyway, do you think we'll have work-life balance? I think work-life balance is a luxury. I think you can get it, but it takes discipline, which makes it less fun.
So
It is a bit strict with your time.
So over the summer, it was the first time I've ever met my income goals with the least amount of clients.
Mm.
And I was fully booked.
That's nice. I like that too.
And now this bit, October to December, it's the same again. I'm fully booked out. Meeting
I want to be like, love my book.
Good job. So I fully met my income goals. Again, fully booked out. Thank you. Thanks for that.
Thanks for the praise.
With the minimum amount of
effort.
No, there's a lot of effort. Clients.
That's a lot of effort.
Quite a lot of work.
Since you voice like me every day,
Gosh,
do this more. Like I'm really good at my job. Don't get me wrong, but
like
she's
my one analogy.
that's a fucking car analogy. What do they want from me? Love it. What do they want from your work versus to your podcast? I mean, if they're just stumbling across it, they have no idea it's you, and they're all suddenly like, "That's a funny voice." Recognise that.
I recognise the visual work.
Worm analogy. What? Oh my god, she was in that meeting. It was weird. It was a weird pull. Wait.
She wiggled.
She was dancing on camera like a fucking salsa dancer. She was like cha-cha.
I also said in that meeting, they said someone was like, honestly, you're glowing. You really look rested from 2 weeks
Oh
off.
my god, did you say it was sweat?
And I was like, oh, I'm really tired. I'm a bit I was like, I feel like I'm on the first day back at school and my brain is
Oh my
switched
god,
off.
accept the compliment. She said you were glowing.
Yeah, and then the
You are
CEO was
really
like,
tired.
you'd have been tired if you'd been here for the last 2 weeks. You'll get no sympathy here. And I was like, okay.
Sorry, what did you do for your holiday? Because clearly it wasn't good enough.
Sounds like
Jealous much. Maybe you need to have some time off.
maybe you should take a
But
holiday.
it's funny when you said about you're going to come back into your true self. So in high stress situations and times where people are anxious about making a good impression, like our area manager coming to visit. A lot of people will go really kind of stiff and be like, and they'll try and do their best version of themselves. I am the most sarcastic. I can't contain the sarcasm. He was like, yeah, so you guys would your story is probably the best in the area. I was like, no, really? Obviously. Look at our store. Never met this man in my life. Never met him.
Come in with level 10 staff.
Not level 10, babe. I've been 20. Because he was like, oh, I've heard Abdul said really, hi boss. He said really good things about you, and he said that you'd be helping with all the change. And I was like, oh yeah, it's solely down to me. The other managers with him, by the way, and he's laughing and solely down to me. And then he's been I can't. It's everything he's saying. I'm he's and I'm saying some. Obviously, I'm saying some good stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, obviously when the network's back up, we'll be able to actually sort out the tickets properly. And I think the flow of the store is really nice. And blah 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 blah. And I'm like, but obviously, I think I said we'll have to see how much money you make from the moves or something. And he was like, oh well, they did quote these big moves as it's 102 million they expect stores to make from these big moves at the changes that they made because of the flow of the store and the products that they replaced it, because obviously they replaced it with £16 olive oil. That's gonna get stolen. And we're talking having a job thing, but I'm telling you, anytime it came to points where we're not talking about a store, it's just sass. And I'm thinking to myself, I can see I'm having an out of body experience. And I'm looking at myself shut the fuck up. Yeah, we're your manager, babe. You've never met this man in your life. I don't know how, managed to miss him every time every time that he's come in, I was supposed to have worked, but my shift was changed, like last minute. Like every time he's come in, it wasn't changed last minute, it was purposely done last minute. And so I never met him. And he was laughing and it was obviously having fun. But we were obviously having a great time. That's
really funny.
The out of body experience. I was like, oh my God, be quiet. Stop it. You can just accept the compliment. You can just accept it and move on. And he's interrupting me doing a plan and I'm like, oh yeah, it's alright, all of this gets stolen. Oh. And I'm and he's laughing, he's like, oh yeah, we should probably start maybe figuring out a way to security tag individual bars. I was like, that would be the dream, or people could just not shoplift. But I just couldn't, there was no level of seriousness. And I was like, either he's gonna come away from it being what a witty person. Great, love that. Very intelligent, obviously good at a job. Or he's gonna come away from that being do not rate that person.
Fire her.
That person probably should be a colleague. What the fuck was that? That was the level of sassy car. I did get £10 off myself.
Yeah.
Which is you can spend it however you like.
Incentives.
No. You can use it for because I don't work I don't work there. With love it being a particular bonus thing for Sainsbury's employees. I don't work there. But generally, you can, their love it thing is actually really good. It goes to any batch, any.
So was it for him?
Yeah.
I think about it, okay.
I don't know. When he gave it to me and I was like, oh, cheers. I didn't even look how much it was. Found out it was £10 after. I was like, could it be more? So it's probably good that I didn't check, because I might turn around and be like, oh, could it be more? Sean, let's make it more.
Double it.
Never given me love points before, but I guess I've also just said his name. Hope he's not watching. I really liked you. You seem like a decent guy. I'm also the laid back vibe, because he's also the only area manager we've had that hasn't come in and being trainers in a supermarket. How dare you?
I wasn't too sure what you were looking at.
Disrespect. Well, no, because one area manager came in and spoke to my colleague who was working stock at the time and was like, oh, you don't look very smart and well presented. Was his shirt untucked to the back while he was working stock? Are they alright?
Are they alright?
And then a week later, they removed the rule of men having to wear ties, because apparently customers liked them and made that look better. And I was like, I think people just like us looking presentable, and it doesn't matter. But I said this to my colleague, sorry, this is going way off topic. I said this to my colleague before, right? When they talk about the uniform and stuff for managers. I was like, do you know what it actually is? It's because they wouldn't give a shit. I wear trainers, almost every day, or I my dockside. I dress casual. I dress smart casual, right? So I'll wear suit trousers and a t-shirt, but with a blazer, right? And I wear trainers. That is deemed completely fine because I look presentable.
Yeah.
But they can't tell people that they can wear trainers, because some people will come in trashed trainers with holes in it.
Yeah.
But they'll say, you said we could wear trainers. Do you know what I mean? Or it'll be you can't wear t-shirts because people will come in with slogans and stuff. And they can't say no slogans, because then people will come in see-through tops and be like, maybe we won't do that. Do you know what I mean? Some people don't care at all. I find it crazy that they have to put in our contracts about smelling clean and looking clean. They put in in our part of our training as well. They're how to talk to a colleague and tell them to put on deodorant.
But I guess it's sensitive, isn't it?
Yeah, but why do people not let it in?
But it might not.
Sorry, that's really bad. It's very judgy. I would tell them, but in a nice way.
But I think it's also other things. There's certain health conditions that can make you very sweaty.
Absolutely, I'm a sweaty mess.
So
I stink sometimes. Not always.
So
Has
someone ever had the conversation with you?
Thankfully not. No.
But I just think there's there's things like hygiene that are sensitive.
Ooh, relate to this episode, because you said about sensitive issues. That is the thing with work-life balance. Some people need it in terms of if they have a health condition or if they have if they're neurodivergent or if they have a mental health condition, and it can actually be super beneficial for them.
Yeah.
Again, I think what's nice about things being hybrid working and remote working now is you can kind of just put it down to that and don't have to explicitly say that you need to have these work conditions put in place.
Yeah.
Because of...
Well, I get to tell people that my capacity is 3 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
That is the absolute maximum I can give you.
Yeah.
If you want all of my time. And I don't have to explain why.
Yeah.
But it's because that's all I can manage.
Yeah. But you don't need to tell people that.
No, that's all my health.
Hi, clients.
But like my health, really, even 3 days a week of client work is too much.
Yeah. It's just definitely a privilege, isn't it?
It is. Well, that's what I was going to say. So when I was bragging earlier about being, you know, well paid and whatever.
Thanks, so good to see you.
It's stressful in a way, and it's quite high intensity work, but it gives me the income that if I didn't do any work outside of those 3 days, I don't need to. I don't need to work more than those 3 days. And if I want to do a weekly yoga class, I can afford it. If I want to join a gym, I can afford it.
I think in context though, like, this has taken you a really long time to get to this point. How long have you been freelance?
Almost 7 years.
And it's this year that you've actually got to, well, the last couple of months, and you've got to a point where you're getting paid what you deserve and asking for what you deserve.
Like, I've done projects in the past where I've got paid well, but they're like finite.
Yeah. And also I've been friends with you a long time. But I've been with you through those moments where you've been like, I'm being paid this much, am I doing enough? And you're going above and beyond because you feel like you almost don't deserve it.
Yeah.
So obviously there's the work that you've had to do as well with like just having
my
own
it's really
self-worth
interesting.
evaluated.
When I quoted for this work for the first 3 months, they tried to negotiate price with me.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was like, no, babe.
You always said yes. Almost.
I said yes with caveats. So they want me every day, and I said I can do, if you don't want me every day, but you want that concentrated time, so I work with you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we can do it at your price.
Yeah.
If you want me to touch you every day, here's my price.
Yeah, it is.
And so I was like, let me know which works best for you.
Yeah.
Because actually for me, I don't really want to touch them every day. I would actually really love some time off client work. But, so if you want to see me every day, you've got to pay for that.
Yeah.
So I was negotiating, essentially. But I really expected them to negotiate for the renewal of the contract.
Yeah. And they didn't.
They didn't.
They just went with the same thing that you had before. Does that make you think you should have asked for more, or should you think they just really liked you?
I think it's because they could see the value.
Oh, yes, yeah, of course. They won't be asking you in your interview now, being like, so why do we need you?
Yeah, what's good about you?
So, to conclude this episode, what I think is you're really great. I think you're worth every penny. I'm glad that you're advocating for yourself. I do think work-life balance isn't a myth. I think it can happen.
But I think it is a luxury.
Round a point, I think people, when they think about work-life balance, they're not thinking of it like gym, eating well, doing the food shop, managing social life, and working. They're thinking of it just fun and work.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of people could, in theory, have work-life balance if you're just thinking about fun and work, because they're going out on a Friday or Saturday, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I think, actually, people need to understand and appreciate... 1 second. I think people need to understand and appreciate how much time it takes to, do the food shopping, get gym, like, go to the gym, or go for a walk or whatever, and have social life. Like, I think it needs to be a whole thing. Some people, maybe you're not going out every single week or whatever, but if you're getting that nice, like, outside time or whatever, or like having time to be able to sit down and like, watch a movie or read a book or whatever. Like, I think we need to appreciate the small stuff like that and not just have it as like, the goal is to work as little as possible and
maximize.
Yeah, exactly.
Because also I think part of work-life balance, my final point, is work that you don't absolutely detest. Or
if you do, limited as possible.
But I think even that's a luxury and a privilege to have work that you like.
Yeah. I think that's quite rare.
Yeah.
Because even when they say like, how do you get a job that you love, you'll never work again or something like that. Like, it's just bullshit.
Never work a day in your life. It's not just you'll never work again.
Sounds the same to me, to be honest. I just think it's the same thing. Like, I just think like I'm not out here being like, I would love to work at this job for every day of my life. It's so great. Oh my God. But the balance is there currently.
Yeah.
And the income and also the socializing it gives me, as in like talking to adults.
Yeah.
Is perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, to round off that episode, we went off on a tangent for a bit. I went off on a tangent for a bit there. I'm so sorry. I'm glad we brought it back. Oh my God, am I going to be the exit person? Like, you're the intro person, I'm the exit person?
You can be.
Oh my God.
What are we to plan next week?
Let me check. Well, I'll be doing around next week. Maybe you should be the intro and exit person.
Right. My mind's gone blank.
Oh no, we have a list over there. Why?
You can't stay where you are. Just on the Spotify. Stay where you are.
Oh. Here. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. There is an episode.
Oh my God, this is so... We do plan these, by the way. We don't plan what's in them, as you can tell. But we plan what they're going to be about.
Yeah.
Anyway, probably next week is a super fun one. I think you're all going to love it. I think you're going to love it. And you're going to really want to come back for more. And it's probably going to be way more thought out than this one. I think it'll be planned and it will just be really great. So, see you next week.
See you next week. Love you. Bye.